Hey guys, good evening. Welcome back to the channel. I got an order in today, something kind of different for this channel, but some more tools for a job that I have to do a lot. It's not my favorite job, and I want to find ways to make it faster. Let's check it out. Okay guys, well this right here is something I've wanted for a while because I very unfortunately have to do a lot of sheetrock. And y'all have seen before where I have my my collated screwdriver from Festool for hanging all my rock and everything. Well, I wanted to find some options for finishing. I seem to be able to do my taping pretty fast, and I did go ahead and order some things for that also. But this order is actually from Level 5 Tools. All paid for with my own money, no sponsor or anything here. This is just, I've talked to them before. They seem like a really solid company. I've talked to some other drywall guys, and they kind of vouch for them as well. So if you're like me, and obviously you're here on YouTube, so I'm sure that you do the same thing. You like to check and see what others think of stuff. That's what this channel's kind of all about too. So, a few things I got from them here. They're running a Black Friday special right now for some pretty decent sales. So you can see that's Level 5 Tools there. That's a 10-inch flat box. And you can get all this packing paper out of the way. The one annoying thing is this comes FedEx signature required delivery, and that is way more annoying than you think. And here's a Level 5 12-inch flat box, and should have their handle right here. Yeah, and it should be their extendable handle. So let's pack all this down in here. And then we have, of course, if you haven't purchased a lot of automatic drywall tools before, you pretty much have to have a compound pump. So there's a compound pump. Looks like exactly what they packed is exactly what I ordered. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of this stuff. I've never bought any of this kind of equipment before, or used any of this equipment before for that matter. So I'm going to be a brand new person at this, and I'm sure some of y'all out there have some brands that you find just amazing. That's awesome. So anyway, feel free to tell me I made a mistake, but I ordered these. I did not order their full set because I kind of have some different tools I've looked at that I want to try for some different scenarios, you know. For one, I don't think I do enough drywall taping and stuff to need a bazooka. The bazookas, while they're really cool, it's a $1,000 tool, and yes, I have $1,000 Festools that I don't use that much too, but I don't know. I'm going to start with another tool. I bought one of the taping machines that you put in a bucket, and you use it that way. So this is their extendable handle. I want to see how this works here. Okay, so it has pin detents right along it. So as you're sliding, it'll snap right in wherever you need it to along here, and that's apparently how long it gets. Looks like a pretty good little reach. And then it has the floating end, but back here, let's collapse this so I can show you. Back here on this end, you have this little squeeze deal. So when your flat box is on here, it just floats. But if you squeeze this handle back here, it locks it in. So if you're finishing a run and you want to lock your box and not have it flip over on you, you can. So even this handle is not cheap. I want to say this handle's a couple $100, but pretty cool. Okay, let's check out the compound pump next. So anyway, how much sheetrocking do y'all have to do in your business? It seems like when I remodel, almost every job has a room of sheetrock or some portion of a room of sheetrock, and it's like paint. You can't get away from it. What are you supposed to do? Okay, so there's our instructions and stuff. Alright, apparently our handle is separate here or something. Looks like a handle. Let's go ahead and pull this pump up here. Oh yeah. Very nice. Get it out of the bag. Get all this. Man, they pack this thing solid, don't they? They don't want any chance of tearing that up. Okay, you can kind of see when you use this pump how it works. Let's go ahead and get the rest of the parts for it out. I think I got everything out of that box. We're gonna have like a Christmas amount of boxes around here. Anyway, this sits down on the outside, I believe on the outside of the bucket here. And this side will sit in the bucket and it pulls right through the bottom here. The whole pump will come apart with like quick disconnects all around it so you can clean this. And the way this works is this will pump the mud, and it has an attachment right here on the side for filling these mud boxes that we're about to open. But this is all brand new for me. I've never played with any of this stuff. I'm really hoping that it speeds up my finishing time by a lot. The finishing process, when you hand mud everything, it eats some time. When you don't do this as a full-time trade. See, I find that just one of the things that, for me anyway, if I don't do something full-time, I need the tools that make it as easy as possible to get it done quickly. A lot of times on stuff that I do a lot, I can get by just fine with, you know, the basics because I'm so used to doing it every single day. So far, okay, they give you a wrench even for this so we can put it all together. I do like it even when they're not great little wrenches or whatever, when a tool company does go ahead and give you a tool that works for a lot of their stuff here. So at least you're not stuck, you know, with maybe you're on the job site and the tool came in and maybe you're missing that particular thing today. It's not on your truck or whatever. You need to be able to get this stuff up and going when you get it. That's a solid little handle right there, I tell you what. I like that. I like that big old handle on the end. A lot of this stuff, it feels like it's made really well for using, especially if you have dirty hands. If you're all covered in mud or whatever, it looks like it'll work out good anyway. I'll definitely do some videos of using this, and they will be some beginner videos because I have never used these kind of tools, and I've heard there's a decent learning curve to this. So, okay, this would be the larger mud box here, and this is the standard capacity. I wasn't sure how well I would handle a box if it was the super capacity and all that stuff on my first one to learn on. So that's a drywall mud box. They have a little setting right here on the front where you can adjust how much crown you want on your brass line here, and that actually bends this to give you the proper curve that you want to lay the right amount of compound, you know, so it gives you a little bit of a rise through the middle, so as it dries it sucks down a little flatter. And of course your handle should attach right here. Should be a nice, see if you can see this. The handle slides in right under those, just need to loosen them a little bit. And then when you press on the handle, this box will collapse. See there? The box will... So as you're coming across a ceiling, you're pushing up on this or a wall, and it presses the mud right out right here, and then it is shaped by this and feathered right out to your feathered edges. And this should save me a ton of time. I really, really hope so. But all this stuff, from looking at it online, it appears to be pretty easy to get cleaned up and everything. I'm just tired of wasting time more time than I have to on finishing sheetrock, and I'm really hoping this is a little bit of a solution to that. Whew, some of that might be sharp. Looks like these wheels have a little axle on them back here. They make an outsider kit for this, so you can actually do outside corners of sheetrock as well. But this is, I believe, a 10-inch box here, and then the other one we just had up here, oh, that's right under my arm, is a 12-inch box. Looks to me like, too, they give you an extra couple of blades for each one. There's an extra couple of blades in here, and a couple of new tires for it as well. So maybe if you mess up, you'll actually have a little bit of stuff to correct with. But that's kind of the little setup I got here to get me started. And I'm really curious on how this stuff works out. But this is nice. There's the two box sizes that I got right there side by side, a little bit wider. So get my coats on. But do any of y'all use sheetrock? Automatic sheetrock tools, taping tools, anything like that? I'm really curious what y'all use that really speeds up the process, because this can be a time suck if you don't know what you're doing. And I do a lot of sheetrock. I can do a good job by hand, but I'd really like to speed this part up. I'm tired of wasting time trying to, I don't know. I guess if I did it every single day, the Kilted guy here on YouTube, he's really fast at it. Even by hand or with these. I think these are the ones he shows off, and he's kind of a reason why I wanted to jump on this particular brand. He talks about them quite a bit, so look like something I might want to give a try. There's a box on the end. You can kind of see that just floats right there. It goes on your ceiling to put a coat on. And then you have your handle back here. So if you have your box on a tilt, see, you squeeze this handle, your box will stay on that tilt until you let off that handle back here at the back. So kind of a cool little setup. But anyway, I appreciate y'all dropping in. Just a quick little shoot tonight. Wanted to see what all this equipment looks like and how it might all work out for me. Thought y'all might be curious as to what tools are new this week. But see y'all on the next one.